If you do this, you will manifest your desire into your 3D reality. The thing that I'm talking about here today is harnessing the power of your focus. I keep telling my clients and actually everyone that I come across when I try to explain them what manifesting is, I just tell them that manifestation is simply a game of focus. Whatever you're focusing on with your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, that's always manifesting into your 3D reality whether you realize it or not. And in this video, I'm also gonna be sharing with you something that I call the scale of possibilities, which I share with my clients in my courses, in my coaching calls, and it's gonna let you know where you are on the manifestation journey so you know exactly where to go to. Because a lot of times what happens is people keep tend to focus on the positive, where internally they can't even focus on the positive because they get triggered every time they think about the desire or the lack of their desire. For example, if they don't see the result instantly on their phones, whether they don't receive a text, whether they don't see a sale happening on their phones, they instantly tend to get triggered. So in order to control that, the first thing is you have to be aware of what is controlling that internal compass of your focus, okay? And that's what I wanted to share with you in this video and how to exactly correct that. So if you want to learn more about that, stay tuned and let's get started. Alright guys, so comment down below whatever you're trying to manifest right now. I want to hear more about your desires, to what problems that you're having, so I can, meditate on that and make more new videos about that so I can be of more help to you guys. Welcome back to this video. My name is Rav. I'm a manifestation coach. Recently, I just released a new course called the Manifestation Accelerator. Honestly, I don't really think that you need to get any courses or anything in order to manifest because everything lies inside of you. But if you need a guide that takes you in a step-by-step process to help you get your desires towards you quicker, your specific desires, the desire that you have exactly right now, okay? I'm not just talking about manifestation in general because a lot of law of attraction channels tend to focus on that, right? No, we're talking about your specific desires, that awesome desire that you have, which is taking you through this journey to make yourself better along the way. And the thing that I wanted to share with you in this video, it's called the scale of possibilities, and I also go in depth about this in our course there. So if you want to check that out, the link is down in the description box below. So let me take you into my computer screen and let's talk about this, okay? So first of all, I wanted to share with you this quote from Neville Goddard. When you attain the control of the internal direction of your attention, you will no longer stand in the shallow water, but will launch out into the deep of life. Okay, it's pretty self-explanatory. What it's basically talking about is when you are in control of the direction of your attention, basically your focus, wherever you're focusing at, you will no longer have to worry about whether your manifestation is here or not. Actually, those worries will evaporate, and that's what I wanted to share with you in this video. So let me take you through this thing that I call the scale of possibilities. You'll see it here. So what we're talking about here is we're talking about your desires, right? On one side you see absolutely possible, on the other side it's impossible side, so these are the two spectrums. It's pretty much black and white here. You will see as we go along. So on one side you will see that when you think about your desire, you will feel, of course I can manifest it, right? It's very natural for you to get that thing. On the other side, you don't believe that you can have it. It's like, really, when you think about your desires, it's so far off reach that you can't even believe that you can ever have it. So next thing is when we go down from I believe I can to, you go to I think I can right here, right? Maybe it's still on the impossible side right here, right? But at least it's not like impossible for you to believe that you can have your desires. It's more like, I don't think I can have this because of this, and this reason. But if you look at on the other side of the spectrum, you see it here. It's not as absolutely possible, when you think about your desires now, but it's more in the probable side. I think I can have it because of this and this reasons, or, because of your past experience, or because of your strengths and skills and all that kinds of things. And as we even go down from there, we go on maybe I can't on the the impossible side of things. It's not as impossible when you think about your desire, but it's more on the maybe side. And it's almost like when you get here, it's almost you get to this tipping point where it's so easy for you to dip from this maybe I can to maybe I can, right? It's like very close there. It's almost like this little barrier that you have to break there. So honestly, this is my belief, but I strongly believe that if you are on the impossible side of things, right, or on the right hand side of the scale, on the I can't side of scale, you probably will never manifest your desire. Okay? You have to really think about that. You have to be really, really clear with yourself whether you truly believe that you can't have something or you can have something, because that's the only difference. When you think about successful people who have already manifested the desires, maybe even the kinds of desires that you are aiming for, right? There's that simple difference that they have going on, which is they are focused on the I can side of things. Okay, they are believing on the possibility of having their desires there. You can even be on the maybe I can side. When you think about, where if you're trying to manifest your specific person, you can just be like, okay, maybe I can manifest my specific person. Or you can be on I think I can manifest them, right? It's easy for me to manifest them. Or you can be, of course, yeah, they're mine. We're already like in a good terms, or maybe they're not even in good terms, but in your mind you've already decided that, okay, we're gonna be together because we're the right fit for each other. Of course we're gonna be together, that kind of thing. And I'm not talking about like being in a really obsessed narcissistic kind of way. Okay, that's not the thing that I'm trying to say. But in your internal feeling state, you're so convinced that you can have a desire. What I'm trying to say here is you can be on anywhere on this possible side of things or the I can side of things, right? Your desires will still manifest. Okay, your desires can still manifest. So the first thing that you have to do is become aware. Okay, the first step is always awareness. Awareness alone is curative. But if you are lying to yourself by, if you actually think that you can't have a desire, if you believe that you can't have a desire, but you do these affirmations and you do these visualizations, try to force yourself into having things, that won't be as fruitful. Instead, if you're just aware and if you become truthful and if you start to question the reasoning of why you're not being able to manifest your desires, the awareness alone is going to self-correct a lot of those limiting beliefs, because it knows that you're trying to get into, having your desires on this side of the spectrum, right? Let me give you a more practical example to let you know what I mean by this. For example, let's say that you're trying to manifest your specific person and you visualize all the time, you do your affirmations, you do your scripting, you do all your routines and all the kinds of stuff. But internally, if you have a lot of resistance every time you think of your specific person, the first response that comes into your heart is fear. It's basically telling you that you're on this side of the scale, right? On the I can't, or I don't think I can. You can question yourself, okay, why am I thinking this way, right? Why am I feeling this way? When you start questioning yourself of that, the limiting beliefs are going to start to pop out. Maybe those limiting beliefs may sound like, oh, because I'm not good looking enough. Or maybe I'm not as good as somebody else. Or maybe some other things, right? Some other insecurities that you have inside of yourselves that may be the barrier here itself. When you question those and when you start looking at those things, you can basically turn around those little things, right? Those little insecurities into your affirmations. Now you can more easily go about manifesting your desire. And there are always these techniques that you can follow in order to strengthen your manifestation journey, right? Your manifestation, the faith you have towards manifesting your desires. And by doing that, you'll slowly climb up the scale and go into this place where you absolutely believe that you're worthy of having your desires. What I want you to do right now is do this more as an exercise for yourself, okay? Because a lot of people, they think they can just solve a lot of things mentally, but like I went through a lot of cognitive behavioral therapy and DBT and all that kinds of stuff when I was going through my depression and those eras. I share more about that in my other videos. By doing that, I was able to question my thoughts, just like how I mentioned before, right? Like by questioning, why am I not thinking that, okay, I can't have this thing. Why am I feeling this way, right? Because you can even start seeing some memories from your past, right? And you can start questioning those memories, and all of a sudden, with the awareness that you're putting on there, the negative limiting beliefs are gonna evaporate. So by doing this, by just putting awareness on where you are at the scale of possibilities, you'll definitely will be able to manifest your desires in a record breaking time. Alright guys, I trust that this video was of some help to you. And if you need more help, I do offer one-on-one coaching sessions. And if you also want to check out my course, the Manifestation Accelerator, the link for that is in the description box below. And with that being said, guys, I want to wish you all the very best. Happy manifesting, goodbye, and namaste.